On January 18, the Bombay High Court said that during ongoing criminal investigations of cases, media houses should refrain or regulate their coverage and discussions. The media houses must restrain themselves. The High Court also added that information in the public interest should only be provided by the media. Reconstruction of the crime scenes should be avoided by the media, the High Court added. In a judgment over media sensationalism during actor Sushant Singh Rajput's death coverage, a bench of Chief Justice Dipankar Datta and Justice G.S. Kulkarni mentioned these important rules for the media. Trial by media is a violation of the program code. It would lead to interference with investigation and hence may lead to contempt. So far as criticism of Mumbai police by electronic media, while we have said that in the light of the order of the Supreme Court dated August 19, 2020, the criticism may not be seen to be fair, but that was at the intermediary stage of the investigation. Much would depend on the progress of the investigation, the High Court said. During the judgment, the High Court pointed out at the statutory function of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. In order to stay ahead of the competition, there should be no report or discussion which will harm the accused or witness. We direct press media to exercise restraint about death by suicide and not to breach the privacy of the deceased, the High Court said. Reportedly, one of the questions was whether media trial in respect of matters pending investigation of a criminal complaint or within whether the regime of self-regulation adopted by TV news channels would have any sanctity in statutory framework. The High Court answered the question in the negative. Senior counsel Arvind Datar suggested that a nodal officer should be appointed to brief media on developments on the major cases. The High Court also added that on reporting of suicide cases, the Press Council of India has guidelines for the print media, but electronic media is not obligated by the same guidelines. And hence, they should adopt the PCI guidelines till separate guidelines are not framed for broadcast media. Media trials lead to interference and obstruction to administration justice and violates program code under the Cable TV Networks Regulation Act. Any reportage has to be in accordance with the norms of journalistic standards and ethics, else media house stand to face contempt action. Publishing a confession alleged to have been made by an accused as if it is an admissible evidence without letting the public know its inadmissibility should be avoided, the High Court said.